Season 3, chat. May the 1st. It's going to be beautiful. I think it's about that time, y'all. Good morning, y'all. It's Rise and Shine. Come on, wake up, baby. Grab your coffee cup. Come spend some time. Come on to the cafe. I know it's early. The start of a new day. We're back at 10 a.m., y'all. No need to worry. It's Lolcow Cafe. We ain't going nowhere. Rise and shine, baby. Wake and bake, y'all. Clear out your mind, baby. Just take a break, have a seat, y'all. Lolcow Cafe. Chill out with us today. Oh, it's a great day. It is a beautiful day. The sun is shining. The clouds are out. Oh, man, Cafe. I don't know what we're going to do. We're going to figure this thing out, though. I can't hit this high note, so I'm going to wait a second. Cafe! I can't hit it, size. I'm sorry. I am so sorry. Being such a little Frenchie. You got that to look forward to. Let's get W's in the chat to get this day started, y'all. Ladies, double C immediately with the 99 cents. I appreciate that. Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching the hottest, the boldest, and the realest takes in the Lolcow universe. Chanri, you interrupted my intro, Chanri. It's the new intro I can barely remember, and you're interrupting me. Thank you so much. Happy birthday, Lord Rush. Beautiful. Ladies and gentlemen, watching the show with the hottest and the boldest and the realest takes in the entire Lolcow universe. You're watching Lolcow Cafe. Oh, man, what a awesome day it was yesterday. What a beautiful day it was yesterday. My nighttime job kicked the shit out of me, but that's okay, guys. That's okay, because we are here to stay. As always, you know I have the awesome, the beautiful, and the amazing co-host, Miss Beans. Good morning, Miss Beans. How are you doing today?
Good morning. Today is May 1st, and it is a new season, and we're going to have an intern today. I'm excited to see what is to come with the cafe.
Me too. We have that donation I'm not going to read. All right, so, guys, this kind of feels like home. Beans. I don't know if you guys remember. 10 a.m. was our very first time slot. 12 o'clock was good to us. 12 o'clock was amazing to us. We have Mazer trolling me with the $4.99. Lakers in the dirt. Hashtag rest in piss. We are going to get into that one. And Black Belladonna paid for 2 months. Thank you, Black Belladonna. That is awesome. Both of you look amazing as always. No, I don't. I look like a Neanderthal. You don't have to lie to me. You see the eyebrow? How it does that? I headbutt people, Beans. I break noses, Beans. You see this nose? I break them.
The eyebrow cleavage?
Damn right. Look at it. Just look at it. It moves on its own, Beans. It has its own. Look at that ass, Beans. Oh, man, we got an amazing show for y'all today. I'm still getting used to not having the background noise. Still getting used to that because I was for so long that do. You know what I'm saying? But that's okay. We got this. So how are you doing, Miss Beans? I've talked enough.
I'm doing pretty good. I'm excited for what's to come. I'm excited for this coffee. You said it's home. I say home tastes like butterscotch.
Damn right. I also made the butterscotch, and guys, they're going out today. Y'all have my word. They're going out today. And since I messed up, I will be personally signing a thank you message for every single one. No names. Just going to say thank you for ordering the coffee. Hopefully you enjoy it. All the love, Ken. Where I live, my post office hates me. And we're just going to leave it at that. But I got the thermal printer. We're beautiful with the thermal printer to print labels. I'm frozen, Beans. I just can't. But no, we got the butterscotch today. Got the butterscotch. It is so good. It is so good.
So, speaking of post office, I was actually speaking with a couple of people and they've been talking to me about will Ken ever get a PO box? And I said, why? And they said, well, we have some gifts that we want to send Ken that may be A1 related. I don't know if you want to look into that maybe one of these days.
I swear to everything that is possibly holy and what you believe in. You're trolling me. I'm over it with this A1 vinegar shit that's in my body. Y'all have no idea. Y'all have no idea what my intestines went through yesterday. Y'all literally have no idea. But I do it for you guys because I love you. I truly love you. And you know what? We'll make that happen. I will get a P.O. box, all the A1 in my gut, coming back out, looking exactly the same. And it's going to be a great day, Beans. It is going to be a phenomenal day. Oh, man. So, Sweet Tea, if you're watching, please hop in members waiting. Today was the first day. And let's get this party started, Beans. So, we have the shortened espresso shot called the Daily. You ready for that? Are we going to get into that?
I am ready. I think we need to get into the birds.
Are you?
I am.
Are you? I think you're frozen, Beans. Oh, there we go.
I'm frozen?
You're good. You were you were frozen like this. It was funny as
I'm
shit.
sure that's going to be a new clip for people in the Discord. So everybody loves my hat. I think I need to make a hat fund of some sort in order to get more hats because apparently the hat is a really big thing. Maybe that could be a season 3 thing. But the Burbs, how are the Burbs doing?
The Burbs, Beans. The burb is the word. All right, let's get into the Burbs. We got a baby's Sunny and Gizmo looking beautiful as always. So, still no white on the head. I'm curious when the white feathers are going to start to materialize on their head because that's when you know they're in it to win it at this point. Let me see. Let me back up. See, sleep. Yeah, I forgot we're earlier now. So, you know, this is 7 a.m. for them. So the sun's barely coming up, right? But here we go. This was last night. Oh, so Mama or Papa still feeds them. I didn't know that. I did not know that. So it'll be awesome to see like their first like hunt, if that makes sense. Like when they go and get their own food for the very first time. Hopefully, you know, we get to capture that or, you know, get clips of it because they always clip their achievements. But, you know, that'll be beautiful, Beans. Definitely be beautiful.
That would be beautiful. So, real quick, I think we should have some sort of poll or anything to see if we should make a bird emoji for the YouTube. I think they have been solidified in the cafe, but I don't know if that's what people want. Can we do that?
Oh, 100%. Also, Octoling, member for 3 months on that. Where's Sweet Tea?
Sweet Tea's still brewing,
Yeah,
apparently.
sorry.
She brewing in her bed or something.
I don't want to
Wake up, Ken.
I don't
Wake up.
I don't want to be an.
a.m.
I don't want to be an asshole. I don't want to be an asshole, Beans. I'm sorry. You scared me. All right, Newport Poppy, bro. Where the hell have you been? Damn, where have you been, bro? It's been a while. We need to talk. If you want white plumage, you're going to have to wait till about 4.5 years. I thank you. Thank you for that. I appreciate you. And you wasted your Band World membership message to tell me that, bro. God, that makes me feel beautiful. You see this beautiful face? You made it. Thank you, Newport Poppy. You're amazing. Also, guys, I'm thinking about doing a goal to shave my head because I really need a haircut. Let me know what you think. One's if you want me to shave my head live on stream, or 2 if you want me to go to the barber and get my normal, 2 up top bald fade looking clean. Y'all tell me. Ones or twos in the chat. But
Have you discussed this with your wife?
she said she doesn't care about this. But this, she will divorce me over.
I share that sentiment. I'm just kidding.
There you go.
I'm just kidding.
Megs and C's with the $4 super sticker. Thank you so much. That is beautiful. Megs and C's, I hope all is well with you. I know you were moving or whatever from Rewind. So hopefully all is well with that. So let's get this poll up. All right. So
Let's get this poll up, and while you do that.
Yeah, talk. Because I don't talk when I type, Beans. I don't talk when I type like other people have to do.
Ken, I'm trying to talk.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
And you keep talking over me. How much cups of coffee have you had this morning? How many cups of coffee have you had this morning?
You don't want to know, Beans. You don't want to know. But what I do know is Vladimir Pigeon, welcome to Cash Cow. We appreciate you.
Anyways, so today for the daily horoscope, a Taurus born on May 1st has an indomitable will and endless ambition. The energy of these individuals inspires everyone around them, and they make natural leaders. So, you would expect that from a bull.
You're damn right. So I have, do you want Beans to change up hats for season 3? Is that what you want me to say, or do you want it to be worded differently?
What are you talking about hats for? I was talking about emojis for the birds.
Oh, shit. See? You see what happens? You see what happens?
This is why 12 was going so well for us. We were awake. We were good. We had so much more energy. And now we're waking up crusty-eyed and just rolling out of bed for 10 a.m. Lovely.
Listen, so by the time I got home, showered, and all that, and tried to clean out my intestines for the 4th time after work, I got to bed around like 1:30. I woke up at 7 o'clock to our dog dancing around doing her I got to go potty dance. My wife was like, Ken, need to let Nala out. And I was like, okay. I'm like, what time is it? She's like, I don't know. And I looked at it and it was 7:30 or 7:45. I was like, fuck. So you know what I did, Beans? I thought ahead. What I did was, while she was outside, I set the coffee pot up to brew coffee, so that way when I woke up again to my alarm, I'd have a full pot of coffee. Went through it, and then now, Beans, I have this. And just in case, H2O. I can't. Continue.
Well, Shinobi Ben with the 5 sweet tea late on her first day. Not a good look for her internship. Tut, tut, tut.
Yeah,
Pew, pew, pew. Okay.
Yeah, sweet tea, if you're watching, members waiting, Studio A, just hop in. We'll drag you up. Like, don't worry about it. Just hop in.
So moving on, let's get to the merch. So you said that every person that orders a coffee, they're going to get a thank you note from you, handwritten?
Handwritten on the back of every coffee. I will handwrite a note, and I'm going to sign it, and as a sorry. Also, that's it. All right. Polls in the chat. Do you want bird emojis in the YouTube chat? We'll see what they do. Real quick, as far as the ones in the 2s for Bald Ken, there was not that many votes, so I guess I'm going to the barbershop.
Like I said, people are just too nice to you. When it comes to the TTS live stream cooking, everybody gave you some pretty good ingredients. There were a couple people that's just like durian, orange grouper, and even those got switched out for very tame things like bacon and feta cheese.
RZ the Legend, where do I buy your coffee? So you have to be in the U.S. because of corporate wet blankets and red tape that no one likes. But let me go and do our shameless plug real quick. You go with that, Miss Beans?
Of course.
But I'm mad. I'm mad at you. I'm so mad at you.
At me?
At you, yes. You know why I'm mad at you? Because your cup came to my house before mine, Beans. What kind of bullshit is that? I literally ordered mine, right? Fucking, oh my God.
Solar Red Super Chatted $49.99. I got my coffee and cups, let's go.
You know what, Solar Edge? Since you gave me a pink dono, I'm going to handwrite yours right here. I'm literally going to do it on stream to say thank you. Let me know just a hint of who you are, so whenever it comes through, I make sure you get the bag after I handwrite your note. Thank you so much for that, Pink Dono. That is beautiful. But yeah, Beans, I'm mad at you. You know why I'm mad at you, Beans? Because
Why are you mad at me?
your cup came before mine, right? I ordered mine a day before I even ordered yours, right? A day before I ordered yours, right? Because I said mine's better. Mine's better. So I should put my own money towards mine, Beans. And then I said, you know what? I do want the set. I want the two. I want the Ken and Bean. Spill the beans. I can't spill the beans cups, right? That's what I wanted. But then no, yours had to come first. So you know what that means? Yours is hanging up on my wall before mine is. It's bullshit, Beans.
I'm a little special. I'm a little special. I did notice that because I was looking at my orders and I see the coffee and my cup is coming in like around Friday-ish. And I was like, okay, I'm pretty sure I ordered another cup. I don't hate Ken that much that I just didn't order his cup at all. But apparently your cup is coming in on Monday. And we also have Katrina's crochet and hook, and I can't see that last part, but thank you so much for the 5 gifted memberships.
Definitely, thank you. Please make sure y'all thank Katrina's crochet and hook for the membership. That is beautiful. So let's go ahead and do the shameless plug real quick. So this is our coffee. This is our mugs. Y'all know it. We know it. Everyone knows it. You order a bag of coffee, I'm going to sign it. If you don't tell me your YouTube name, just whatever name is on the order, I'm going to sign it and say thank you for buying the coffee. Hopefully you enjoy it. And then I'm going to send it to you, right? So make sure you do that. You got our 2 mugs. I can't spill the beans, right? It creates a sentence. It's a sentence we can all agree on. Just think about it, because we can't spill the beans, because then you're wasting coffee. And that we can't have. Coming down to the hoodie. My mom loves her hoodie, by the way. She loves it. She thinks it's
Very comfortable.
well, no, well, yeah, and the fact that it says Ken's mom on it, that made her day. I thought that was awesome, and I'm glad I was able to do it. I asked my wife if I could buy her one that says Ken's wife, and she looked at me. I said, okay, thank you. But anyways, I digress. We have the I can't shirt. Hold on, let me not. We need your Spill the Beans shirt, Beans.
We do. We do need a specific shirt for Beans. I'm not sure if I want to do the Spill the Beans or something different.
Okay.
But we'll see. We'll see.
Have you thought about it at least?
Quick,
Have you thought about it?
I have thought about it. I have thought about it. And there's a very special person that I met from the Reddit called Jump Cut Drama that's also willing to help me out with some designs. So look forward to that. But real quick, did you do the intro? Did you intro the cafe?
What are you talking about? Of course I did. Welcome to the show with the hottest and boldest and realest takes in the entire Lolcow universe. You're watching Lolcow Cafe. Isn't that the intro, Beans?
Work on it. We'll work on it. But speaking of new intros and new beginnings, we also have a new intern, and that is Sweet Tea. How are you doing, Sweet Tea? You're a little late to your first day on the job.
You've pissed me off, Beans.
Hello.
Hey, what's up? Hope everything is well, ma'am.
Oh no, I can't hear you guys, but y'all can hear me.
We can't hear you at all. You can't hear us.
Yeah, she can't hear us, and it seems like this is a new angle from what
Let me
she
come
had
right back.
yesterday.
All right.
Ken, we're fucked.
Yeah, we are. Listen, right? We all started. We all had a day one, right? Look at Lolcow Court, right? We all made mistakes. I destroyed the channel, but it made 2 other channels that are fucking beautiful, Beans. So I take that pat on the back. But all I'm saying is, we all have bad days. We all have beginnings, right? We got to work kinks out. You know, I think they put Sweet Tea with us because we were the coolest, the calmest, and the chillest, Beans. But now we're the hottest, the realest, and the boldest in the entire Lolcow universe. So I don't know how this is going to play. What?
We are the most caring. I feel like we are the most caring when it comes to all the hosts. We're very open. We might shit talk a little bit. We might poke some bears. But in general, we are the calmest, the chillest, and the realest. But now we're also the hottest, the boldest, and whatever the third one was. But in general, this is going to be a very interesting 2 weeks.
Yes,
So,
it is.
After our very shameless plug, we already did the horoscope.
Hold on. Show off the hat.
The hat. Where's my hat?
God.
Jesus.
You had one job, Beans. You had one job.
Well, I don't want to put the hat on top of the hat. It's a really nice hat. I love the green on the on the underside of the lip. Is that what you call it? I don't wear hats.
You know what's funny?
No hat anatomy.
You know what's funny? It's see-through, Beans, because it's green. It's literally just a black outline. Good job, Beans. We still can't see it. We still can't. You see?
Well, we have Shinobi Ben with the 10. Thank you so much, Shinobi Ben. I had a pet lizard named George. He was cool, but he made me really bored. So I gave him to my mom, and she loves him very much because animals are better than people. If you know, you know.
Agreed, 100%. And then Double C with the $1.99 Bean shirt. Beanie Boop with Beans is Becky Boop in the blonde wig. What do you think, guys? One's in the chat if you want to see Beans with a blonde wig on a shirt. I know I'd wear it.
Absolutely.
I know
not.
I'd wear it.
Absolutely.
That's my co-host.
You'd wear it?
That's my co-host. Straight up. Itchy Jenna trolls.
Excuse me?
Go.
No. Read that name again.
Itchy Jenna trolls. I can't read, Beans. Why are you embarrassing me, Beans? Why are you embarrassing me? You know I can't read.
This is a new meta for season 3. We're gonna have to make fun of you just a little bit.
That's fine. That's fine, Beans. You can make fun of me all you want.
So someone needs to have a talk with Sweet Tea about being on time. This seems like a patter, just FYI. Like a patter. We're having some $10 words in the chat.
Pattern. I think they meant pattern.
Oh. That makes more sense. But Seth looks with the $4.99. If you are early, you are on time. If you are on time, you are late. And if you are late, you are fired.
Yep.
So that is a sentiment that I actually learned from band camp. And that is something that's been seared into my mind.
Of course it was. God.
So if you're early, you're on time. If you're on time, you're late. And if you're late, you're dead.
Oh yeah. Well, that's how it was too, in the Army, right? Formations at 06, you got to be in line, ready to go by 5:55, so the platoon sergeant can do his counts and all that, right? So you're always early. Early is on time. And then my buddy that's still in, whenever he gives you a time, his theory is always plus or minus 30 seconds. And that some bitch is always plus or minus 30 seconds on the time he says anything. He's so OCD about being on time. It is phenomenal. I remember those days, Beans. I remember those days. Not anymore.
Just wondering if we ever did a sleep stream, which is very, very, very unlikely, but if it were ever to happen, imagine if we had the sound that you would wake up to during basic training.
No, we're not doing that. We can't do that. Lily Masai finally going home from the hospital. Shout out Lily Masai from the hospital. That is awesome. Congratulations. Hopefully all is well. Maybe there'll be a little bit more recovery for you, but at least the best first step is happening now. So congratulations. That is awesome. Wanted to share the good vibes to you all. Bean emoji, some other bean emoji. I have no idea what I'm looking at. Shout out Beans for her emojis. Now, Bud. How you doing, buddy? Bud with the 5. If Sweet Tea is late again, I will apply for her job. I will stream in nothing but an apron. Bro, don't... never mind. Appreciate you, Bud. You're amazing. Vladimir Pigeon, our newest cash cow. Thank you, Vladimir. Her government internet is the problem. RIP. I don't know. And then living my life with the 5. I want a Ken and Bean shirt with both faces, and I can't spill the beans. That is a great idea, Beans. What do you think about that?
That is a great idea. It's kind of like a crossover.
Yeah. So it'd be like me, and then you, and then I can't spill the beans.
Wait. Why do I look so angry?
Because you're always angry. You're always
I'm not
angry.
always angry. I'm not always angry. I'm supposed to be the cutesy one of the cafe. Can't even hear you. You muted yourself. Good job. Good job. You muted yourself. Anyways, so the quote of the day, because we need to get to some content. Stop it with all the. Oh, Shinobi Ben. I have to do Shinobi Ben. I just have to. So the cow covers Bean's face. What cow?
Oh, they're talking about. I got it. Hold on, I got it. It's talking about TTS. Yeah, I know.
Oh, so you just want the show all to yourself.
I'm fixing it. I'm fixing it. I'm fixing it. See?
This was part of his plan all along.
Whatever.
So first you get your face on a cup, then you cover my face with the cow, and then who knows what else is going to happen. Season 4, I'm not even going to be here. It's just going to be Ken's show.
You damn right it is. Spill the beans, because I can't. All right.
Well,
you want to try her again?
Quote of the day. Try her again. Is she here? Is she here? Is Obama phone actually working?
Beep, 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 boop, 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 boop. That's what we're looking at right now. Hold on, TTS.
You guys hear me?
Octoling super chatted $20, 12-hour stream. Beans can sneak into Grimm's in the middle of the night and draw on his face with a Sharpie.
That is beautiful. So yeah, look, I can do that. I can do a 12-hour. I cannot do a sleep stream just because of the meds and shit I take. Like I can't do that.
No, that's true.
If you want to, and if Sweet Tea wants to try to prove her worth in the LCU and do a sleep stream, that's up to y'all. Medically I could not do it. I mean, I'm already torturing myself in my intestines with American cheese and A1 sauce and ketchup beans. Huh? You want more from me? You want my heart and soul? You can't hear us? Hold on.
It worked when I went to the test thing on the Discord thing that where you can test the camera and the audio. It was working there.
Okay. So go. She can't hear us. All right. Can you Beans? Shit. Because I think it's in her settings. She has to set the output device to her headphones. I think that's the problem.
Do you know what would be really great right now? And great promo
on YouTube.
What?
If CD-ROM was here to give her some advice on how to fix her audio.
Actually, you know what we can do? If Sweet Tea and CD-ROM can hop in, I can drag them down to like a VC or something, and then that way they can talk to them and get in like a regular VC so they can hear. That'd probably be the best way. Or if they can get on like a Discord call or something. Mazer with the
That's fine.
Huh?
Ken, get to the content. Get to the goddamn content. This is the first episode of the first season.
No, I'm tired of this. Mazer with the $4.99. Do not let the late hillbilly distract you from the fact that the Lakers are eliminated from the NBA playoff. I hate you so much, bro. Oh, Mazer, you're mine. You are mine. Yes, I know they're eliminated. We're going to get into it. And apparently, that is going to be stuck on there. Apparently, that's going to be stuck on there, Beans. It's removable, so I can change it when they win another one. It's never going to happen. Never going to happen.
It's never going to happen. But the quote of the day, because we need to get to some content for once, Ken.
Yes, go. Talk. It's your show, Beans. It's your show. Go.
Well, you try to freaking snuff me out of it. So the quote of the day is, imagination gives us the opportunity to envision new possibilities. It is an essential launch pad for making our hopes come true.
Yes, it is.
What a lovely quote.
It is a lovely quote, but unfortunately that doesn't match us right now, Beans, because we're bickering like two old ladies.
Well, speaking of bickering, there's drama alert on X saying that more fighters have backed out of Creator Clash 3. I need to get my money back.
Yes, you do. Let's go ahead and get this ready. Oh. Lucifina, she's messing with the flow of the show. She got to go. All right, so look. We're going to give her a chance, right? Because, like I said, we all had our first days. We all had issues we had to work out, kinks we got to work out. We got to try to be fair, okay? We have to. Now, if this continues, then yeah, we'll have a conversation. But I at least want to give her a chance to where she's here and actually participating. You know what I mean? We got to be.
True, but I am a woman. I am a woman of anxiety, Ken. And there are two things on my mind. It's let's give her all the love and care we possibly can to make sure that she succeeds and we succeed. And then there's the other side of me that's like, Keemstar did this on purpose and we're fucked. He wanted to fuck up our first episode.
No. You know why, Beans? Because we're better than that. The Coffee Cult is better than that. The Cafe Cavalry is better than that, Beans. No one's going to fuck this up. All right, we got this. This is our show. This is our time now. No one's going to take 10 a.m. away from us. Ah, God, I got to clear my throat. No one's going to take it away from us, Beans. This is us. We got this. Ain't no ringer, right? Nothing is going to come in here and stop us. This is us right now with no background music. We got this.
Real quick. So Lean On Me is a member for 1 month, and I'm sorry I have to come down just a little bit. But she's a member 1 month, Band World. She says, thank you so much for the distraction. I'm dealing with losing my big brother / hero. He's currently in hospice care, being stand for life. I'm so happy that you're here, Lean On Me. Basically, we do this for you guys, and we want to make sure that you guys have a distraction over all the craziness that you might have in your lives. A little craziness here can overcome craziness in real life, especially something sad. We just want to make you laugh. We just want to make you happy. And we want to give you a place to be, and that's the Cafe Cult for life. Oh, Coffee Cult.
Let me turn it off real quick. I hope all is well. I'm sorry. Thoughts and prayers are to you. We don't want no one to deal with things like that because it hurts. You know what I mean? So if we can help get your mind off things, be a little dumb and just help you. That's what we're here to do, right? The support is awesome. We appreciate you, and hopefully we can make that happen, right? We're going to do our
Carl
best.
Seidel super chatted $19.99. Love Cafe. I think I saw her in members waiting in Studio C.
All right. Gaff,
and now we're going to pick it back up. So thank you so much, Kyle. We're going to bring up Sweet Tea. She's not there anymore.
I put her with nerds because Gaff Garian said he can help her out. All right. We're good to go. We're turning it back on. All right. So drama alert. Let's get back into it. So, yeah. Ever since this whole content comp thing with iDubbbz, it's just been going to hell in a handbasket. You had Dad dropping out. You had Harvey dropping out, right? Two of the staples of what Creator Clash really is. And you got Ethan Klein, right? Supposedly his best friend, but he turned his back on him to side with some really fucked up people. Now, Ethan Klein is reporting more people are backing out, and they're dropping sales. It's getting pretty bad, guys. So let's go ahead and get into that one, show you guys what's happening.
Any of us took lightly, least of all, AB and Lena specifically. It is with great regret that we announced that Lena will not be participating in Creator Clash either.
Yes. First off, I apologize to any of the fans who were going to see Lena. It's been a lot, and Lena's just sort of been thrown in the middle. She was kind of put in a really shitty situation, and boxing is a very serious thing, and you need your full concentration. And it was getting to a point that she was just caught in the middle of stuff, and I was afraid, and she was distracted at practice, and there's a lot to it. And she wasn't dropped. It was sort of it wasn't fair to her opponent, Froggy, as well, because if Lena she still we figured it was best.
Yeah, we got the point. We got the point. So
next time, put it on 2x speed because Jesus Christ, I falling asleep.
Can you do that on X? Can you do that on X?
I'm pretty sure there's a little. Don't boomer report me now, Ken. We can talk about it.
I'm playing the boomer report because it's time. All right, so one last thing I'm gonna show that I didn't show because I'm an asshole. So the pay-per-view is now down from 40 to 20. Right.
Ooh.
That's
50%.
Yep. And they have a pre-sale code of Creator Clash 3 for that. So yeah, it's going to hell in a handbasket. They're trying to.
I better get half my money back when it comes to the tickets.
They're trying to have some resemblance of, what it was or was supposed to be, but on Lolcow Live when they showed what the arena was like in the open seats, I think it's a wrap at this point. I really, truly do. I just don't see it. So
Sterling, you and I had the same mentality. She said, "Is that Ethan?" Yeah, well, she said, "Holy shit, is that Ethan?" Which I agree. I did not know he lost so much weight. He looks like a completely different person.
Yeah, he does. It's wild because if you go back and look from like a year ago, he is just wildly different. Wildly. So I mean, hats off to him if he's doing it the right way. You know what I mean? But let's continue. So evidently, what's that? Justin Minks wants to fight Frogan in Creator Class 3. Just as a side note, Justin Minks have been involved in several controversies over the years, often due to erratic behavior, conflicts with other creators, and personal struggles that just happen to come out publicly. So,
Yep.
you know, we're trying to get Jesus.
So Justin Minks, just to give a little bit of background, Justin Minks is a person that was really famous on Twitch. She still kind of is, but she's Irish and she has a lot of... Oop, there's something coming in.
Octoling super chatted $20. Keemstar has the chance to pitch Boogie versus Rastov for Creator Clash 3.
That would be hilarious. That would be gold. But how close is it to happen? Like, when's the actual date? Isn't it like a month away?
It's like June something like that.
Yeah.
But Justin Minks, like I was saying, she's Irish. She has a really big drinking problem. She's been a very controversial figure. She accused her own sister of being a PDF file at one point on stream.
Really?
There's a lot of conflict. Yeah, there's a lot of conflict.
Wow.
Give me 1 second. Jesus Christ.
All right. So while she's tending to that, let me go ahead and show you guys this. So Diorio put out that they need a new main event after a few weeks from the fight night because of what happened. And then Minks came out and said that she'll fight Frogan. Now, you know, what do I want to see Frogan's ass get beat? 100% I do. 100% Frogan needs her ass beat. But do you think she'll really do it? Do you really think she'll take the time to make it happen? Kind of like Keemstar was with everybody else, making him train and all that shit. I don't see Frogan doing any of that. Just not at all.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. So in general, yeah, that's crazy. A lot of people dropping out of Creator Clash 3. As we might as well just do Creator Clash ourselves, to be honest.
Yeah, at this point. I mean, Lolcow Clash.
Lolcow Clash. He does have Happy Punch. But moving on, just to give a little bit of perspective when it comes to Justin Minks and a little bit of her craziness, we do have a little video.
Yeah. So evidently she is doing dumb things. Get this sped up real quick.
Yeah, your turn, bro. You got this. Seal the deal, bro. Tie it up, tie it up. No! Tie it up, tie it up.
You can't.
Oh. Get him next time, get him next time. Like a straight line at this point.
See, went on the shots before break. Now what are you going to do?
Like for what? Let's watch that again. But I'm gonna watch it in super slow-mo because that's hilarious. What are we doing, Beans? What are we doing? That's why I can't. I just can't.
Cynical Devil in the chat saying, like the stream and your hair will look like beans. What are we doing?
I'm telling
Is this
you,
like the equivalent of like the stream and you'll get like Ferrari or something?
People love your hair, Beans. They hate my hair because I'm balding. See, look at that. See that? I'm balding, Beans. I'm getting old. I'm an old man. But you have awesome and beautiful hair, right? Like my wife has the curls just like that, you know, and it's a lot of work. A lot of work. All right. So evidently, Ice Poseidon claims that he was invited to Creator Clash 3 to box iDubbbz in a potential main event. Because, correct me if I'm wrong, hadn't iDubbbz, hadn't he been like the main event of all of them?
Yes.
Like
so in the first one, Yeah, in the first one, it was, I believe, Alex Wasabi. He was really famous in like old YouTube doing skits and little, what's it called? Like just little videos with his other friend. And then it was Dr. Mike, super huge personality on YouTube, very informative, very. He's Dr. Pretty, okay? He's Dr. Pretty on YouTube, and he messed him up in the second one. Now Ice Poseidon, it doesn't make sense to me, but I could see why at the same time. But it says here that Ice Poseidon claims he was invited and declined. So in general, they're grasping at straws right now.
Yep. So we have a small video. I can do playback speeds, beans. This was beautiful. We're all learning today for the Boomer Report because the Boomer Report lives, always lives. So let's go ahead and get into this. It's a 2-minute video. We're not going to watch the whole thing, obviously. We got to sped up a little bit. Let's see what happens.
I got invited to box iDubbbz in his event, his boxing event for Creator Clash, but I had to decline.
Yeah, 1 second.
That because
I can hear you now, thank God.
Event for Creator Clash, but I
thought I was done.
Hold on.
That because if I were to lose iDubbbz, I would be extremely embarrassed, and I'm not very good at boxing, so I was like, no, I can't do that.
You guys have the same stats though.
I know he has 2 losses, I have 2 losses, but that's what I'm saying. If I lose to him, there's no coming back from that because he's like a skinny dude.
I think you'd win.
I mean,
I think everyone.
Yeah, you got the point. He basically is saying like, I don't care, I'm not boxing the dude. And don't ask me why Drama Alert did this, but when they wanted to show a picture of iDubbbz, this is what they chose. So a shout out Drama Alert for their choices in pictures to depict people at the ultimate best that they possibly could be. Coffee. Sorry. Sweet tea. How you doing?
Hi. Sorry, I thought my computer was plugged in all night, and then I woke up this morning, and it was completely dead, and it took a long time for it to power on, and then Discord wasn't working, and I couldn't get the test to work right, and then I finally thought the test was working right, but it wasn't. Yes.
Like I said, we all got our first days. You're good to go, so let's make the best of it. All right, so Fear the Buck. We always love Fear the Buck, right? Was that Talil Beans?
Yeah, I think it's Talil. So it says right here, Talil crashes out and destroys his room and streams set up after the Lakers get eliminated from the playoffs. How do you feel about that, Ken?
Our docket team is trolling. So, Sweet Tea, I'm a massive Lakers fan. Like, I breathe, eat, and shit the Lakers, right? It's like, I don't know if you've seen this. I have a customized championship belt for the Lakers, right? I spent $500 on that thing.
Wow.
Got it customized. Oh, yeah. It weighs like 10 pounds. Like, it's serious. Real leather belt and all that. I'm a diehard Lakers fan. I got 8-24 on it because of Kobe Bryant, but that's beside the point. My docket team is trolling me right now because they're showing dudes that crashed out because the Lakers lost. Y'all don't think I crashed out because the Lakers lost? Y'all don't think I was yelling and screaming at people when my Lakers lost? No, and I got home and saw my wife, and I was like, no, I'm scared. I can't yell at her. It's just going to kill me in my sleep. So I had to yell at other people, right? I had to yell at other people, and now I feel bad. I don't feel bad. I feel glad because I got it out on other people and not her because she would have killed me. But anyways. Let's watch this.
Just real quick. Just to hit the nail on the head even more, living my life with the 2. Thank you so much, living my life. Balding, you have reached UNC status. You're balding and the Lakers lost.
Thank you, living my life. I appreciate that. All right. So let's watch this dude crash out like I almost did when it ain't the ticket, bro. It is just not it at all. I hate my life right now. And you know what? We're not going to play this at fast speed, Beans, right? Because I want to be tortured yet again.
Okay, that's a little dangerous.
to make a game for the best fucking God!
Pride of Lawrence North High School in Indianapolis. Mike Conley with the dagger 3 here. Again, the penetration.
I did that in my head mentally. Like I just
We wouldn't want you. We wouldn't want you to crash out in real life. That was a very skinny dude. Imagine you, the Greek god Ken, crashing out in real life. Something else that I wanted to mention. Did everybody hear how hollow it sounded whenever he was like banging on the floor? This sounds like an apartment. I've lived in an apartment. Imagine his neighbors downstairs, upstairs, to the side, doesn't matter. The noise complaints.
Yeah.
No, I lied. I'm just why did they have to lose? Why did they have to lose, Beans? Why do they have to lose?
So this is from Mr. VNM1 with the $9.99. As a Celtics fan, I'm disappointed at the same time, LeBron doesn't deserve it. I need another 2008 win against y'all.
What a jerk.
You know what? I can't wait for the Lakers and Celtics to meet again in the finals because they will, and I'm going to find you, and we're going to get into it. We're going to watch it together, and I'm going to yell at you every time they hit a 3-ball. It's going to happen.
Wait, is it possible for you to do a live stream whenever there is something like this going on and you can just commentate? You're not going to show the actual media because, of course, we're not going to get copyright. Yeah, there's some people that are sports fans that wants like some more Ken, first of all, but also somebody to talk sports with.
Yeah.
I think the average person wants that too.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, there's actually quite a few people. Like, whenever I work and there's a game going on, I usually go on one of those channels, especially when Queens is on, right? I go to one of those channels and I just listen to the game. So, Sweet Tea, if you don't know, since Xylee bowed out from being the number one Becky hater, now I'm the number one Becky hater. So, I take that mantle very well.
Somebody's got to do it.
I'm never leaving.
Somebody's got to do it.
I'm very spiteful. I mean, very spiteful. So, that's why I'm going to continue. I'm never getting that crown. I'm never giving the crown up. Never going to happen. It's always mine. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
All right. Dave Bluntz, what did he do?
So it says here that Dave Bluntz went live on IG after getting stuck in an elevator. So now anything happens in people's lives and the first thing they do is pull out their phones and start recording.
Of course. So real quick, he said, honestly, let's do it. I live in LA. Oh boy. I'll be in touch. All right. So I have no idea who Dave Bluntz is. I've never heard of him.
Is this how?
Sweet Tea, have you ever been stuck in an elevator?
No, I've always had a real fear of elevators and tried to avoid them as much as possible.
Really? If it's like, since I got like bad knees and shit, like if it's like one floor, normally I'll go. But if it's like 5, 6, 7, I'm like I can't. I gotta risk my life on this elevator. Like fuck my life. All right, let's check out what my man does stuck in an elevator.
Is this how it ends? I hope not. Call Ye, man. I need some help, bro. Somebody call Ye. Send this to Ye, man.
Who is Ye? Who the fuck is Ye?
Kanye West.
Kanye.
Oh.
You don't know who Ye is? Donda 2 just came out.
I hate tour, bro. I want to go home.
This is at 1.5 speed, by the way. Think about if I didn't do that, how boring this would be. Beautiful. Yeah, I don't think a grown-ass man should have a name like Ye, but that's just my own personal opinion. Hey, yo, Ye, what up, baby? Like, no.
I mean, with the recent song that he came out with, that puts it into perspective just a little bit. Instead of just yay, like I thought, it's yay.
Mm-hmm.
We're not talking about that. We're not talking about that.
He,
Ooh, woo.
he used to go by Ye a lot more. I think he goes more
The
by
cases that I
Kanye
stated.
now. But there ain't no
Really,
telling with him.
he keeps
Mazer
going back and forth on what he wants to be.
1123 super chatted $19.99. Shout out Barcelona with the comeback draw against Inter 2 #Lakers suck #Liverpool champions.
I hate you, Mazer. Thank you for that. And yes, they went 3-3, and this means that they have to do another leg on Tuesday. Then they're going to play other people, and then they're going to find out who's really going to win. The two people they're playing actually suck. So it'll be interesting to see who sucks less.
So, real quick, there is also drama alert in the chat saying Ken doesn't know Dave Blunt or Ye.
No.
What the hell?
No, I don't. Not at all. All right. You want to know why? Drama alert. You want to know why? I'm a fucking boomer. The hell I look like? Yay. I'm never calling a grown man yay. Hey, yay, let me holla at you. No, not ever coming out of my mouth. Hey, yay, we need to hook up at the club. Never coming out of my mouth. Hey, yo, blunts. Let's go have a meal, bro. Never gonna come out of my mouth. I can't. No, not at all. You're a grown ass man. Have a grown ass name. Yay. Get the fuck out of here, bro. So, this was brought up yesterday, and this is like in the breaking news column. Evidently, in Buffalo, right in the Buffalo public schools, there's actually a police officer that's coming out against the Buffalo school system. He's making accusations on a podcast. It's a 1-minute clip. I'm curious, right? I'm curious about this because this sounds interesting.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, wrong one. Good job, Ken. See? Yay, got me all fucked up.
The cases that I stated on the
Jesus, he's yelling in my ear. What are we doing? What are we doing?
The cases that I stated on the podcast and numerous other ones is the interference of the Buffalo public school system and their administration and the legal representatives for that administration are intentionally killing cases, preventing information from going to detectives in the assistant district attorney's office, and even destroying evidence and ignoring subpoenas. And one of the issues is that there have been no repercussions for the schools ignoring legal documentation to come in when ordered to, legally ordered to, and discuss these issues, these sexual assaults that are going on with children. I know, especially, with the Buffalo Public Schools saying that this is nonsense, like, okay, cool, let's go to court.
There are White Claw hands all over, and you're making these allegations. I mean, I think there are people out there going, oh, that's Richard High. What do you say to that?
I mean, for a podcast, I think it's pretty orthodox. Okay. A couple of guys sitting around cracking jokes.
All right, so
I didn't know Bald Grim was on a podcast.
I swear. So evidently, that was with the, you know what I'm saying? So evidently, he's alleging that the Buffalo public school system has put a lot of shit under the rug because they don't want to deal with it. I'm assuming he was a cop assigned to one of these schools that this was happening, so he's speaking out against it because obviously it is fucked up. But
doesn't that mean that he was actively pushing it under the table while he was working there as well?
Probably, but normally the first whistleblower gets off with nothing. If you're the first person that normally comes out and spills all the beans, shout out the coffee cup. You're laughing at drama alert. I know you are. So, exactly. Fuck you, Beans.
Is it that obvious?
It is obvious because I see drama alert in there posting now. You don't know yay or whatever the fuck, whatever. But yeah, if you're the first.
Well, the newest one, newest one said Beans put the early 2000s pop culture in your news docket so Ken can add some commentary.
I'll say when I was a teenager, I remember running around screaming about how Kanye was the voice of our generation.
Really? Was this before or after like his crash out and his mom,
Way before. Like
Way
when he
before,
was
okay.
singing Stronger.
That makes sense.
So Turtle Talk said you couldn't see the clip. Damn it. Anyways, yeah, a Buffalo police officer is alleging that they're sweeping. That's really all it was. It's nothing crazy. And
It was just God talking.
It's just them talking, no visuals or anything. So we'll see what comes from this. And like I was saying, normally the first whistleblower gets nothing because they get immunity for bringing it all to the attention. And then as more and more people come out, the punishments get less and less and less. So we'll see what happens with that. But yeah, that was something. We got 5 minutes until Lolcow Remind starts. So let's go ahead and do some quick sports. Are y'all good with that? All right.
We're gonna have to get into sports, Beans.
It's sports time.
I look like a sports broadcaster with my headset.
You do. You do. You can give some broadcasting on how well Ken does right now.
Okay.
All right. So to start out with, yes, my Lakers lost 103-96. Fuck my life, right? They held Edwards to 15 points. But Rudy Gobert of all people had 27 points and 24 rebounds. What the fuck are you doing, Los Angeles? I can't. The Warriors and Rockets, they went down 131-116, right? Rockets won. No one saw that coming, right? Butler got held to 8 points. Curry held to 13 points. The Rockets had 3 players over 20 points. What is the defense doing? What is Draymond Green doing with the no defense? I can't. Thompson, Amen Thompson, Fred VanVleet, and Dylan Brooks all with the plus 20 points. Now in baseball, for you baseball lovers, the Diamondbacks beat the Mets 4-3. The Orioles beat the Yankees 5-4. The Pirates beat the Cubs 4-3. All these scores are only by 1. Baseball is super boring, I think. But the Mariners, obliterated the Angels 9-3. Like, bro, you got blown the fuck out doing that, right? God, then you got the Padres and the Giants 5-3, and then the Dodgers beat the Marlins 12-7. At least there's one LA team doing good, Beans. At least there's one LA team worth talking about. And then finally, the Tigers beat the Astros 7-4. If you love baseball, you're dumb. This is a dumb sport. Now, in soccer, yes, Barcelona tied with Inter Milan 3-3?
They sure did. And
hold on. Go ahead.
Well, was that a TTS? You're supposed to do the hand signs.
It wasn't a TTS. It wasn't a TTS. I was just fucking with you.
Jesus fucking Christ.
I know.
I love this first episode. This is fucking great.
I know. Anyways,
it is. But they will continue on Tuesday with the winner reaching the 220. I can't even speak because you're fucking me up, Ken.
Whatever.
The 2025's finals in Barcelona. They will travel to face the Real. What is that word? But yeah, so they're tied. They're tied. Tuesday. Everybody needs to watch because it's going to be an event. This is huge when it comes to soccer news. And I know that you don't care about soccer, Ken, but this is the news of the century that we were waiting for.
You know what? I can't. Now, part of that I agree with you. Whoever you are, who are you? Plague Daddy with the 5. Only people low IQs care about sports or wrestling. I don't care about wrestling. Wrestling is dumb, right? It's always an argument of what's more scripted, wrestling or Queens, right? Always a topic of discussion, right? Always. But sports, bro, it's kind of like this. One quick thing I'm going to say, right? It's bred into men's brains, right? Very primates, right? Very like back in the day, like way back in the day. If you see like a ball, you want to throw it with another guy. It's just in us. Like, oh shit, I got a ball. You just start throwing it back and forth. There's no words spoken. There's no thoughts. It's just instant, right? Instant. So that's why sports are amazing. But for all you hockey lovers out there, the Jets beat the Blues 5-3. The Panthers, right? Are we talking Carolina Panthers NFL? Are we talking whatever the fuck these Panthers are in hockey? They beat the Lightning 6-3, and then the Capitals destroyed the Canadians. Fuck you, Canada. 4-1. 4-1. Best thing Canada ever did was Tim Hortons.
So this actually relates to me because if you don't know, the Lightning is the Tampa Bay Lightning, and Tampa loves the Tampa Bay Lightning. You always see a whole bunch of people with their jerseys on. Everybody's coming out of the Amalie Arena, just going on about the Lightning. So the fact that the Panthers beat the Lightning, there's going to be a lot of depression in Tampa nowadays. Usually McDonald's, even if like the Lightning win, we get like free fries or something. That's how dedicated to the Tampa Bay Lightning we are over here.
Y'all can keep it. You and your Lightning. We don't want it. We got lakes. We got Great Lakes with the Lakers. All right. We are like Erie, like Michigan, like whatever the fuck. We are the Great Lakes.
Well, your lake is drying up, Ken. How do you feel about that?
I need to pee.
Yeah, that sucks.
I need to pee. That's why I need to
Florida's
feel.
sinking.
Yes.
Florida is
Isn't
sinking.
it?
Florida is sunk. Okay, sweet tea. Florida's technically sunk. We're below sea level. It just takes one hurricane or another ice cap melting in order for us to be actually under the water. If you know that meme.
Seek, you're fired. Seek is fired. He just said wrestling is dumb, basketball is ass. Seek, you're fired. Get out of my chat. I can't. Just kidding. We love you, Seek.
I think sports is super healthy for your brain. I think it's a great hobby, great exercise. I would love to get into it.
Oh yeah.
If you were to get into any sport, what sport do you think you'll get into, sweet tea? I'm actually very curious.
Well, it'd have to be a one-handed sport, but I used to be really good at softball. I used to do it all the time when I was a kid. I think from like 8 to 12, I did softball, and I thought it was fun.
Oh yeah.
Oh. Well, if you like softball, there is a very cool show on Disney Plus that you can check out. It's called Win or Lose, and it is a very cute show. It kind of shows different personalities, different emotions, and I think you can relate to that very well. So if you haven't checked out Win or Lose, check it out because I think it's a fantastic show to watch, and it's about softball. But continuing on with the docket, do you want to go into? Wait, no. I was going to say, do you want to go into hate comments? But in reality, we have to do the remind.
Yes, we have to do the remind. Thank you. So, guys, this is from henceforth, this is called the Lolcow Remind, right? Because evidently we have to remind you of what's coming throughout the day, right? We're going to show y'all how the remind was born. The remind was born last night, and I thought that was a great idea. Thank you for that. So let's go ahead and get into this thing. Jesus, that was loud. All right. Let's get this playing. Let's make this happen. Remind.
Okay. I'm
gonna let him live. I'm gonna let him live.
If you,
for context, right? They were watching me literally cook, and they're responding to what me and Beans were talking about on Rewind. Oh, we were talking about Rewind yesterday on the stream for context. All right, let's continue.
You guys want to do what we do better, you can't.
He said it right, Beans. He finally said it right for once. Thank you, Billy. I can't.
You can't.
You can't.
It ain't happening.
But
it ain't possible.
But I do like that you guys use us as the aspiration. I do like that. You guys want to be Lolcow Remind, like we can remind you who you want to be when you grow up. I'm fine with that. You want to be Lolcow Remind? You wake up, remind everybody to get their coffee, take their morning dump, take their medicine, get their newspaper. Remind them that the good shows are going to be coming on later. You can be Lolcow Remind. I'm okay with that. I love Beans. I love Ken. I'm actually happy to see y'all following in our footsteps.
Hell yeah.
Because we actually.
Yeah. So it continues.
I didn't realize how passive aggressive he was.
Oh, it's beautiful. It is fucking beautiful. I love Billy and his passive aggressiveness. It is so nice.
Oh yeah.
I have nothing but love and respect for Ken and Beans. If you guys look to us as the mark, then keep going for that mark because Ken, this is where you started, and you should always want to go home. So
this is what I got to say about it. We gonna let you live. We're gonna let you live.
Not just live, thrive, dude. Thrive.
Pew pew.
Thrive.
Pew, pew. We're gonna let you live.
Can we get a pew pew, Miss Beans? Can we get a pew pew for that?
Pew, pew.
There it is. Thank you so much. All right, let's finish this up. We ain't got much longer, and then we're going to do the remind.
Thrive.
That's all I gotta say.
I want Cafe to thrive. I want Cafe to thrive.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not worried.
Not at all.
Now, apparently they're not worried about us, Beans. Apparently, they're the example we're going for. Apparently, they are what we're striving to be. And that's what elders should do. Elders should pass that along to the younger generation to say, hey, use me as the example. be better than me, and all you can do is improve. Keep improving, keep trying, right? What are your thoughts on that, Ms. Beans?
Well, for that, so Sweet Tea did mention how passive aggressive Billy can be. Well, he passively and aggressively shits all over his show sometimes. So that is one thing. Xylee, Miss typing all the time. You know, she doing all this. She doing the trues. She's doing the point blank, period, point blank. They are lovely people. They are lovely people, but Rewind is not what it used to be. Rewind used to be, let's watch some clips, let's be the town hall of the LCU, and now it's divulged. It's being a little bit different, and I'm not mad at it, but some people are. And the most important person that is mad at it is Keemstar himself. He's been going on Rewind. He's been giving them tips. He's like, this is the best episode. But I don't see Keemstar coming in here saying this is the best episode, but so in general, we just need to do the remind in the morning, do our thing, do our show, and do Rewind just a little bit better.
Definitely. Sweet Tea.
Yes, sir.
What are your thoughts on the Lolcow Remind? Do you think it's a good idea? You think it's a great idea?
Great idea.
That we take
Especially
the W.
Where you came from.
We take the
from,
W.
Rewind.
We flip it to the M. Exactly.
She's trying to freaking talk.
That's very smart. And where you came from, Rewind, when it was like actually doing Lolcow Rewind.
Yeah.
You should be able to do it even better.
That's the goal. Sweet Tea, that's the goal.
Hell yeah.
All right. So evidently, Billy was throwing a little shade towards my co-host, just a little bit. Just a little bit. We're going to see what we're talking about because I want Beans to respond to this. Because Billy had some ideas for my co-host. He had some ideas of what she should be doing. Right? Let's go ahead and take a look at this one.
iDubbbz is what?
Good job, Ken. Doing things out of order.
Watching. I think he should have Beans take Lena's spot. Beans will fight for Lena.
Oh my god.
Beans
really?
has been training for like 4 days now. And Beans did talk shit about Rewind today. Throw her into the boxing match. And then we can have Overt Flow take over for Harley. We've saved Crater Clash single-handedly. Happy Punch can come in.
That might be a good idea.
I don't know. You've only been training for 4 days, Beans. It's not like people.
Okay.
Hold on. People have to start somewhere, right? There's always a day one. At least you took the first step. Wherein that some people, even in the LCU, could not take the first step.
That's very true. So I'm looking at the card. They still have Lena up here. She was going to fight Funky Frog Bait. I have heard of this person before. I've seen like their commentary. This person is 5'4" and 125 pounds. It is a feasible thing. But do I want to be associated with Mr. iDubbbz himself after all the controversy?
That's what you have to think about.
Yeah. You'd also be pissing off H3.
Yeah, very true. You ready to do that, Beans?
You know how he gets mad about everything.
He does get mad about a lot of things, but hopefully I can piss him off enough that he turns to food as solace and he can gain a couple of those pounds because, yikes, that Ozempic face is not working for you, Hunty.
Not at all. All right.
Yeah.
Well,
last couple of days he has looked rough. When he had his hair, he looked fine. He looked great. He should have stopped there, I guess.
Some people just don't know when to stop, Sweet Tea. They just want to keep going, and keep going. Since we are an hour and 10 minutes in the chat, members only, thank you, Green Names, for being members. You're all amazing people. If y'all want to help out the Gray Names so they can chat up a little bit, feel free to gift the membership because that'll help them out. It'll help us out. And they'll get to see Cooking with Ken content. So, before we get off, Rewind, let me remind you guys that, they're supposed to be doing certain things, supposed to be looking at clips, talking about the shows, understanding what's going on in the LCU. But they decided to talk about something else. They decided to hone in on one thing and continue discussing it. Now, I don't know about you guys.
Fuck.
I don't know about y'all. But there's a certain condiment that I'm not too fond of that evidently they are fond of. Let's check it out.
Fuck. But
that's where the best food is. I'm sorry.
It's really good catfish.
In the South, you go to those rundown like gas stations like that where you got like looks nasty and all this shit. They have the best chicken biscuits ever.
The tartar
every
is
single
extra.
one of them.
The tartar is extra. Make sure you buy the tartar with the catfish. I always ask for that tartar. They don't want to offer it to you. You gotta say, let me get some tartar too. You gotta say tartar with the hard R. It's fuck.
Tartar sauce. Now, a little bit of time goes by. Tartar sauce again.
I haven't went and looked yet. Holly Dolly says, I make my own tartar sauce. Oh my God. Can you give me a recipe, please? I would appreciate it. Thank you.
Tartar's very good.
I love tartar sauce.
Dead air.
Tartar sauce is amazing.
There it is. All right, guys.
Wait.
All
Wait,
right.
no. Wait. So this is what Rewind has come down to?
Tartar sauce, Beans. Tartar sauce.
Instead of clips, instead of fun, instead of Billy rapping like he used to, bringing up the energy, they're talking about tartar sauce. And okay, I'll give it to Xylee. Sometimes you can go to a gas station and you can get some of the best like seafood, but it's not the gas stations. It's not the gas stations, or like it wasn't seafood. It was like the chicken biscuits, whatever she said. Seafood, you have to go to a very rundown looking shack, and it's always a rundown looking shack with like some sort of like mural on the side of it. And it seems like it's from like a ghost town of some sort. And that's how you know you can get like good crawfish or catfish or just any seafood in general. But the fact that Rewind is now becoming food wine, I don't know. Food and wine. That's what you should do. Food and wine.
Sauce is like the easiest thing to make in the world as well. There is no recipe needed. It's just mayonnaise, chopped up onion or pickle, and a little bit of lemon juice. That's all it is.
You know what's funny? You just taught me something.
What? Really?
I've never made tartar sauce.
I've had to make it my whole life on my own with my mom. She's always made it. She's like, it's not worth buying. It's too easy to make.
There it is. Before we continue about tartar sauce, Roxy, unfiltered, with the ban for 2 months. Beans, can you read that? My thing just crashed.
You're all good. There is a Keemstar here, but
do you
first,
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. You got a moderator that's like spamming like Rewind for life. You need to demod that person right now. Like you should not be moderating this chat. Get the fuck out of here, buddy.
Oh no.
All right, Seek. Later, brother. Thank you.
Oh,
well, we have some strong opinions here, and a strong opinion from Roxy is I'll always be here to support y'all no matter what. Love you both. Thank you so much, Roxy. And even though we love Seek, he is not a mod anymore for spamming RWO for life.
Roxy.
Oh, God.
Roxy. You're teaming up with nerds.
Hi.
You're teaming up with nerds, Roxy. I understand it. But you're still teaming up with my co-host's mortal enemy. I can't. But I appreciate the support. Thank you, Roxy. So, that's really all that happened on Rewind. They talked about us, and they talked about tartar sauce. So I think we need to do what they were intended to do, guys. Let's remind them of the shows that are out there. Let's remind them with some clips and visuals and discussion of what this is really about.
Heck yeah.
What do y'all think, ladies? We ready to do this?
We are.
You got it, Ken.
All right, so Lolcow Aussie, right? So Rastoff's gone. He's on the big show. Congrats to him. Well deserved. So now we have Nightmare and whatever his name's going to be. I think that name is still to be determined. But evidently, Nightmare went on there, and he has some choice words for the Razorback. Choice words for what the Queens are going through. Oh, yes, sir.
Sorry to interrupt again, but your other moderator is saying that he loves the person that just got like demodded. Like, you need to demod that idiot too, bro. Like, I don't got time for these like halfway fans of cafe. If you ain't fucking with the fucking coffee cult, you gotta go, bro. I'm not putting you in a position of power on cafe when you're siding with other people and siding with ops. Like, Seek said some stupid shit, went against the host on this channel. That was the most disrespectful shit ever as a moderator. You gotta go. And the other mod saying you love him, you can go love him without your name. You free now.
Keemstar, ladies and gentlemen,
brutal.
he's bringing the heat to the Lolcow Cafe because we are going to remind you of who the fuck runs this entire motherfucker. On his time off, on his vacation, he's still pulling the strings and running this motherfucker. Let me remind you guys of what is going on and what this is happening. All right.
So he said you're either with us or you're either against us, and whoever said that they love Seek, well, I'm sorry.
It's a wrap. All right, so Nightmare, Queens. Let's get into this. What in the hell
Queens is going for
is Nightmare talking about? I don't know. Y'all don't know. Let's find out. Oh boy. Turtle, why'd you do that? Turtle, we love you. Why'd you do that? Go away, Keemstar, with the Canadian $6.99. All right. You go away, Turtle. You go away.
Queens is going through a bit of a crisis at the moment, but they're going to find their footing at one point.
Yeah.
They just... The problem is that Becky just kept like saying how she plays a character too much, and people are still fucking pissed off on Fat Camp. So of course, like they're fucking frustrated, and they're letting it be known with their money.
Yeah, solo stream she did where she like outed a bunch of shit, like fucking lost people's faith in her word. So it's like,
yeah,
but I do see her actually out here fucking winning people back by doing ridiculous things like she did today, right? Like the chat fucking loved it. Like obviously she's always gonna have haters, but like the fact that she was willing to be silly and not be a dick about it and all this other stuff, it was like, okay, when she's not being a cunt, she's actually fucking like nice to watch. Like she's entertaining.
That's a comment space.
Queens is going for.
All right. So y'all know I'm the number one Becky hater. She ain't winning me over doing that dumb shit. She's doing her job right now. That's all she's doing is her job, right? Base level. That's it. We got all these other people that want to give Becky chances and forgive her for what she did. Fuck that. Never. You know why? Because, as I said before, when I went on my rant about Becky on Lolcow Rewind, Rewind, when I went on there and I said shit to her, I said if anyone else did that, they would be gone, and she would never appreciate that. She would never understand the fact that the shit she said on her solo stream, it's hard to just let go. It's hard to understand that. All these motherfuckers at Fat Camp wanted to say sweet things to her face, and when she left, talk shit. Fuck that. We all know where I stand with her. It's never gonna fucking change. Never. I'm a spiteful motherfucker. I'll never let that shit go.
Wow.
Beans, talk
I think
to me.
that's really good, honestly.
Oh yeah.
Somebody needs to hold her accountable, right?
That's it. I don't fuck around. I don't get swayed that easily when she's just gonna do her job. Do your fucking job. Your job is to make Queens fans laugh and be an idiot. That's your job. Great job doing your fucking job, Becky. Great fucking job doing your job. Right. Base level we're starting. But the shaving the hair and all that other shit, no. It's gonna grow back. It always grows back. I don't give a fuck. No, yeah, she did this thing.
Go back fuller.
Exactly. What you got, Beans?
Speaking about Queens, Roxy actually chimed into the chat and said, "Why do I feel I missed the part of Cafe where Ken and Beans spoke about milkers and nerds teaming up? Laughing emoji. It was more of a little dig / poke at Queens."
Yeah, it's not.
People relate us a little too much. If you have an opinion, people think that I have the same opinion. But I did not know that. I barely watch LCU content nowadays because I feel like people need to step it up just a little bit more, especially with the new season. But I don't know what you're talking about. Milkers and Nerds did something together.
So we're going to get into that. But long story short, Zaya ran the stream for Milkers because Savage has IRL duties she has to deal with, so she couldn't come until later. That's why. We'll get into all that, but it's not like that. Like, to be fair, Zay was helping out, but that's beside the point. So later on, Aussie. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go.
I tried to watch a little bit of Milkers, and then they didn't come on for the first, 40 minutes. And then when they did come on, the Savage wasn't there, and I just didn't know what was going on. I thought maybe they'd have to cancel the stream, so I exited out.
Yeah.
I don't know if they continued or not.
Well, that's something they're going to have to work out. That's something they're going to have to figure out. You know what I mean? But
yeah,
evidently,
man,
we're not always going to be the very first show in the LCU beans. Evidently, Keem is working on something else to even go before us. Because if you look at the loop, right, you got 6 a.m. when test or Lolcow Tech Talk ends, and then 10 a.m. when we start. So there's a 4-hour gap. It's a 4-hour gap. Can you read that for me, please?
No.
Beautiful. All right. It just came up. Yeah, we're not doing that. All right. So, where we at? King comes in and he talks about what some other plans he has. So let's go ahead and get into that one real quick, and we're gonna figure it out.
Daly said, Keem, Wonder Woman and Batgirl need a show. Would you put them on a show together? You can put it on at this time.
I am developing a show that's going to go before Cafe. That'll be...
Drama alert super chatted $19.99. Seek and Devil are unloyal clowns. This show needs real coffee cult mods. If you a real one, let Ken and Beans know.
So, yeah, Boss Man, he said that they are unloyal. I promise you, King, they are great helps on the docket team, right? I get it. They love the show Rewind. They have a friendship. I totally get it. But, I wouldn't say they're unloyal. They just have their favorite, but they help us out a lot. I have to say that about them. They do help us out a lot. So, like the thumbnails, the awesome thumbnails everyone loves, that's 100% Cynical Devil. 100%. That dude is fucking talented when it comes to that. So I gotta give credit where credit's due. And Seek was a day one docket team member that helped us out. So I have to give credit where credit's due. So, but yeah, if y'all want to be moderators on the channel, if y'all love the coffee cult and you want to see the coffee cult rise up and outdo all these motherfuckers, you come talk to me or Beans. We'll figure this thing out. So let's get back to Boss Man himself discussing things.
Be like a hangout, yeah.
Do you have
I am developing a show that's going to go before Cafe. That'll be like a hangout, yeah.
Do you have any tea you can spill on who it might be?
Gonna be some new people. I mean, that's about it. That's all I can say.
Fair enough. I had a theory about you doing internships with Zeta and Sweet Tea. And my theory is that if either Cafe or what's the other one? What the fuck's Cafe or Test or someone, one of the other shows fucks up and does poorly, you're going to take those two interns and put them on that show instead of the other hosts?
I mean...
So, Sweet Tea, how you feel about that?
I figured it would be something like that.
Yeah.
So, no, I'm not... I mean, that's great. If he put me anywhere, I'd be happy.
100%.
And I'd try my best at it.
Oh, yeah. And I know coming in today was kind of halfway through the show. It kind of, we're figuring this thing out. But like I said, tomorrow, just be here at 10 a.m. We're going to be beautiful. Seth looks with the $4.99.
I'm supposed to try to get it started about 15 minutes early just to have it on.
Beautiful. Seth looks, if there's a show, even if there is a show before, Cafe seems like it's the beginning of the LCU broadcast day. 100%. I always think you wake up with the LCU. You know what I mean? Like it's Lolcow Cafe, you're having your coffee. We're talking about things going on and all that, right? So that's pretty much it on Aussie. Milkers. This is
Drama alert super chatted $19.99. Devil, go cry in rewind chat where you belong.
Drama Alert speaks again. Thank you, Drama Alert, for the support. Yeah. We'll figure all this out. We will figure all this out. So, Milkers. Did either of y'all watch Milkers yesterday? Damn it, Beans. Damn it, Beans. You're my co-host.
I said, nope. Like I said, people need to step it up if they want my attention.
Damn it, Beans. All right, that's fine.
Let it play in the background.
Yeah. That's actually a good point, Beans. You could do that. Just listen.
I need to touch grass. I got things to do, okay?
It's called headphones. It's called earbuds.
No.
Yes.
I can't waste my time with C-grade content, okay?
We got Roxy in the chat giving us shouts outs and all that, and you're calling her C-graded content? Come on, Beans.
Also C-grade. I'm not saying we're better than anybody else. I'm saying everybody needs to step it up in order to get the attention of the people.
Great point. All right, so we need to get B grade, Beans. B for beans, B grade. S tier is obviously the GOAT, but we'll get into that later. All right, so evidently, Zeta thinks Savage is threatened by her being an intern over there. Now, Zeta's their intern, kind of like Sweet Tea is our intern. You know, Zeta was supposed to help out and all that run OBS. She didn't get the stream key till 10 minutes earlier, blah, blah, blah. She couldn't do a test, blah, blah, blah. So that's why Zay came in and helped out to save the day. Shout out Zay Zooted. So, you know, even though...
I'd offered to do...
Jesus, too much. Let's get into what they are talking about. Let me remind you of who the Milkers are and what they do.
I'd offered to do this shit for you while Sav was out picking up garbage. And come to find out, word around the campfire is that she was the one that didn't want me to do it. So I guess she's a little threatened by your girl. So.
You're talking about Savage right now.
Oh.
Well, I told you yesterday when I was on the when I was on Aussies, I told you I had no idea because what happened was Keen added her in our group because she's going to be with us, so Zeta's able to see all the messages beforehand. So Zeta went and seen herself all the shit. All I said was I don't care who does it.
Juicy.
Yes. So I'm like, oh my god, she's going to go back and see everything. I had nothing to hide. Keen
bitch, I thought you were lying because you lie so fucking much. I was like.
Oh my god. No, there's a difference between lying and fucking around and stirring the pot a little bit, okay?
Bitch, if you fuck around and you never end up telling the truth, you's lying, bitch. It's all right, just own it.
So let me ask you, Beans, because I wish rewound that up a little bit because that's kind of juicy. Now, do you think when I say this, I'm not talking about them. I'm not talking about Milkers. This is just an in general question. Do you think that's a bitch move to do something like that?
To look back in the comments or to say it?
No, like say you got added to the cafe chat, right? And you went and you looked at the cafe chat history before you came in. Do you think that is considered a bitch move?
I think it's pretty sneaky. I wouldn't do it, but she likes to have drama and stir up the drama.
Exactly, Sweet Tea. Exactly.
Hold on.
Cents. Okay, fine. Devil forgiven. He's a real one. Bring him back.
Devil is a real one. Appreciate you. So continue. I'm sorry he's had a TTS. That's the only reason why. Continue. I apologize.
I was gonna say that. So Sweet Tea says it best. Yeah, it's kind of sneaky, but at the same time, curiosity kills the cat. A lot of people get added into group chats and then they say, oh, well, they probably been recently talking about me. I want to know what they're saying, right? So, for example, before Sweet Tea came to Cafe, there were a lot of people saying that Sweet Tea was kind of dissing Cafe on Rewind. Now, I don't really watch Rewind so often, but it is the show to catch up on all the LCU content. And real quick, Deets with the $4.99. Thank you so much, Deets. If only we had a recap show for Beans to watch and know all the deets of the LCU.
If only. A nice little 2-hour block of time where they would show clips of all the shows talk about all the shows. Because sometimes it's a show and nothing burger, just a little bit beans. But there should be at least something to show per show. There should be something to show per show. You know what I mean?
Now, going back to what I said about Sweet Tea went on Rewind, and she wasn't too happy about being on Cafe, but I do not hold that against her. She's new here, and this is a new experience, and I hope we can win over her hearts here in the coffee cult.
Definitely. And I think we will, right?
I don't even remember doing this.
Here's the thing, Sweet Tea, right? You're new to this thing. You have to kind of understand how this works. There's going to be some learning pains, some growing pains, but we're here to help you. You know what I mean? And the fact that the big man trusts us to help you out means a lot to me and Beans. You know what I mean? I think I can speak for her when I say that.
Oh,
so we're going to hone it down, make it happen, and it's going to be fucking beautiful. All right. So.
Thank you, Ken.
Of course. That's what we're here for. So we're already starting off on a weird foot on Milkers, right? We already got potential digs happening, right? Digs are happening. Savage makes a wild savage appearance. You know what I mean? And, you know, she's gonna throw some haymakers. She's gonna throw some haymakers, and you know, Zeta ain't no one to cower and, you know, for lack of a better term, like bitch out, right? So she'll go with them. So let's check out.
On a Mac and I have a complicated.
Let's check out what we're talking. We have a lot of people on the screen. I'm not a fan of that. Talking about Milkers, but that's beside the point.
On a Mac and I have a complicated setup, so I didn't have time for a test stream.
I thought you knew how to run it.
So I do know how to run it.
Evidently you don't.
But not 20 minutes before and not doing an audio check. I have outsourced audio. I don't run it like a Mima on a PC with a direct audio input to my microphone. I have
I don't think I've ever been 20 minutes late.
In Zeta's defense, I've already had a milker scene set up because I used to be on Milkers for a little bit. So I had a milker scene set up. I knew I could come in and help her if she needed it.
Mommy and mommy are fighting, and I don't
And
like
technically, I wasn't 20 minutes late. I think I was like
I
15
think
minutes
we're-
early.
I think
It
we're-
said 1 o'clock, but nobody gave me shit till like 1 o'clock. So
that's your problem, not mine, sweetie.
there's that. No, I think it's your problem. Did you listen
How's
to
it
the
my
song?
fault?
You might
I
want to
wasn't
go back
scheduled
and
to be here at
rewind
4:30. I
and
wasn't
catch
scheduled to
up,
be here at
Mima.
4:30 because of responsibilities I have to do. I mean, I don't know what you're trying to pull around here, but we can do it.
Oh, sucks to have responsibilities. I'm available
Yeah, it
24/7,
does.
Roxy.
So we're asking the questions. Welcome to Bound World. I appreciate you. So we're already starting off on bad foots, right? There's already tension in the room. Ladies are already, you know, pulling wigs off, slapping each other. Jewelry's coming out of ears. You know, we're fighting. We are fighting at this point. So, you know, last thing I'm gonna show, because it's a lot of the same thing. They eventually do start to get along. They eventually try to make something work for the sake of the show. So
That's good.
you know, with Zay zooted on this nice arc, whatever the hell that means. You know what I mean? You know, I think she's trying to be nice, she's trying to be better, whatever.
I think she's doing a great job at it
Yeah,
so far.
yeah. I mean, we'll talk about that here in a second. But evidently, you know, Savage, you know, she gets mad at her co-host. She gets mad at her co-host, and we'll see that real quick.
I mean, me and you not
It appears to be somewhat resolved now, but we guess we have to remind you to tune in to Milkers at 4 p.m. So let's make this happen. Let's see what happens.
I mean, me and you not respond. Shut the fuck up, Roxy, you two-faced whore.
Fuck you, you fucking bitch.
You are a two-faced fucking bitch.
Yeah, I'll be a fucking two-faced bitch if you want to be a two-faced fucking bitch.
Well, you go ahead. I'll go back home. It's fine with me. I got somewhere to go. You don't.
You can go back to streaming for 50 people, bitch.
Don't
give it up that easy.
Don't even start it. No, you're the one who streams to 5.
I never streamed.
Get it right. Y'all better tell in the chat. Y'all better tell all my pirates will tell you, bitch. Don't get it twisted. Laugh all you want. Suck on that some more, bitch.
What were you gonna say, Roxy?
I can't get a fucking word it, and not a word.
What up? I'm gonna give it to you.
No, this is what you wanted, Roxy. This is what you wanted, right? You were her friend. You were her friend that you told me. Yeah, you're her friend. I know what you're doing. I know what you're doing. It's fine.
Okay,
It's
you know
fine.
what? You're a paranoid fucking bitch. You're a
No,
paranoid.
I ain't paranoid. I see.
So apparently there is trouble in the Milker's paradise. Talk to me, ladies. How do we feel? Do we think that it's going to be resolved? Do you think it was all bullshit? What are you thinking, Miss Beans? What you got for me?
Oh my God, I'm going to crash the fuck out.
Oh
We
boy.
had Roxy in waiting. We could have heard it straight from the horse's mouth. We had Stick that was in waiting, my favorite shit talker. We could have had so much content, and instead, we're just watching the same C-grade content for the next hour. Woohoo! Let's go! Let's go!
You know what you could have done? You could have interrupted me, Beans. Say, hey, by the way, we got Roxy in waiting. I'd be like, all right, cool. Interrupt me, Beans. Interrupt me. Stick, hello, sir. You could interrupt me, Beans.
Fuck, hold on a
Hey,
sec.
by the way, we got Roxy in waiting. I'd be like, all right, cool. Interrupt.
Is it the rewind, remind?
Apparently. All right. Well, Roxy, if you want to get back in waiting, get back in waiting. Beans, please interrupt me if we have another host in waiting so we can talk about this and get this figured out. I give you full permission. I will not cuss you out. I will not yell at you. Interrupt me. Oh, boy.
I don't think Zeta Ray's gonna. I think Savage, even if it was for show, her fighting with Zeta Ray, I think she'll get in a real fight with Zeta Ray, and one of them's gonna haste the other one off the show.
Yeah.
Is what I think.
So, because, you know,
Both bad bitches, and they're not going to back down. And that's the thing about Savage and Zeta Ray that a lot of people have noticed.
Yeah.
so Lightning Sparrow says, rewind, remind. What are you going to do when Rethink shows up? Wouldn't that be hilarious? Lolcow Rethink.
I'm
When
gonna
we
have
try
to
to,
rethink right now.
I'll say, Lolcow Rethink. When we get all this random shit happening, we have no idea what's going on. TTS.
Pokagaga super chatted $19.99. Good morning all. As a rewind crown, I don't think y'all want to smoke. I wish y'all luck in this endeavor, y'all gonna need it. When are y'all updating the name to Tamer Rewind? This is war.
We appreciate you, bro. But you know what? If you have no goals in life, if you have no aspirations in life, and you don't have an example, what are you doing? What are you really truly doing in the LCU? Yeah, you can pave your own way. You can try and do your own thing. But when you see success, and you know you can build on that success of others, use them as the example, better yourself, are you supposed to just sit back and not do that? Or are we just supposed to say, you know what? Let's see what happens.
You don't even have to go that far, Ken. If people want to say shit like that, all you gotta say is thank you for the $20. We're gonna continue watching clips and get through them on unlike Rewind. But we do have my favorite shit talker here, Stick Solid. How you doing, Stick? Anything you would like to say on the content so far?
I'm enjoying it thoroughly. How's everybody doing?
Doing well, sir. Hope you are.
I'm great.
Yeah, I'm not gonna dip my nuts in the fucking volcano and touch any of that kind of stuff. You guys are absolute psychopaths. But that being said, I wanted to ask Sweet Tea, first day, how's it going?
It's going good. Other than me not knowing much about how all this runs and everything, I'm gonna have to try to remember and get on here a little bit sooner. Have it running.
Yes. I saw you having a little bit of trouble there in Discord. I'm glad you got the audio figured out. I do have to tell you though, girl, as far as a background sitting on your bedroom floor, I love it. Don't stop doing that.
That's hilarious. Nah, well,
I was supposed to get a desk, but I went over there and it wasn't good, so I'm gonna try to get a different desk.
You know what you should do? You should go to Keemstar and tell them you're going to do something that you don't do, and tell them to get you a free desk. It's happened before.
He's already got me too much. He got me the mic and a camera, so.
Hell yeah.
I'm planning on working
See,
off
great
that
shit
debt
talking.
first.
I don't care. Bring in Roxy.
Beautiful.
Hi, Roxy. How you doing? How you doing? I expected more from him. I'm so sorry about that. We got caught up in some clips. But how do you feel about what happened yesterday when it came to Zeta Ray, Milkers, and Savage?
Yeah, hey, that's why I wanted to come up because I didn't really hear what you guys were playing. So I was going to listen to what you guys were reacting to, but don't go back to it yet. But yes, I was very, very upset the way Savage came at me. Like she became very paranoid just because Zeta and I were friends before the LCU and we were close. She automatically thinks I'm going to stab her in her back and just go against her. I told her from day one, we are a team. We build the show together. That's how we're going to end it. And we got into a really bad argument. And it's like, I'm not going to fucking sit here and try to convince you that that we're cool. There's nothing to worry about. We didn't ask her to come up here. Keem, this is our punishment. She's our intern. Let's make the best of it.
I mean, that's fair. The one question I had, I kind of brought this up, and whatever we talked about it is, I think it's kind of like a bitch move. And when I say the word bitch, I don't mean towards females. I mean just in general for mankind.
Right.
To go into a group chat you're added to and go to all the previous messages just to see if you were mentioned. I don't think that's cool.
Absolutely. That's one thing I don't agree with. I mean, however, it did vindicate me because once again, Zeta thought I was lying and I said I didn't trust her when I didn't. But I totally agree. Like when you're invited into a chat and you're there, you start from where you start. You don't need to go up. And I know it's kind of hard. You do want to see what's said. But I don't know, me, I would just feel guilty trying to look in somebody's business to see what was said. That's just me.
100%.
I would too. I wouldn't even think of it.
Yeah.
How do you feel, Beans?
I feel bad for you guys. It is not easy having to deal with some issues, especially when it comes to, in general, why is he taking off his shirt? In general, when there's some issues and there is not a lot of communication, it can be very detrimental to a show. And now having somebody added into that, I don't know what is to come with Milkers. How do you think the next 2 weeks is going to go with Zeta Ray?
Oh God, I don't know. It's like I feel like I'm stuck in the middle, and I'm like I want to do good things for both of them. I want Zeta Ray to be somewhere in the LCU. She totally deserves it. That's my girl. But I don't want her on Milkers, and then I don't want Savage thinking I'm trying to help her out to get her on Milkers. It's like I'm stuck. Damn if I do, damn if I don't.
What you could possibly do, I don't know what y'all have planned or whatever. Kind of have like maybe not like a therapy session, but just kind of be like, all right, girls, let's get this figured out so we can move forward, because 2 weeks will go by like that. You know how it does in the LCU. So y'all need to get that dynamic figured out, figure out who's going to do what, have some sort of compromise between the three of you. So that way, at least in the 2 weeks, y'all can have some type of synergy. You know what I mean? Because before the time you blink, it'll be Zeta's last day and nothing was accomplished. You know what I mean? Because if you really are a true friend to Zeta, you're gonna want to set her up to show what she can do. And if you're a true friend to Savage, you're gonna make sure that Savage feels comfortable with your friend Zeta there. You know what I mean? So
Exactly. You totally explained it 100% the way that's how I want it. Like I want Zeta in the LCU for sure. She's amazing. She's quick-witted. She's good. She's proud of herself. And but why is it just me? But why do I feel like Keem's freaking Nomi little brains are grinding, and these quote unquote interns are going to be like the last day. Well, hey guys, guess what? And he's going to throw something on all of us. That's what I'm nervous about. I don't know what the hell Keem has planned in the back of his mind.
Probably.
Yeah.
Beans, you got that look in your eye. What are you thinking?
I'm just saying it's the beginning of the season and we need some content in order to get people hooked. And I think that that's Keemstar's whole idea. If we have some mix up, if we have some drama, if we have a little bit of friction going on,
Hold on. Mazer 1123 super chatted $19.99. L Lakers I want to stop this trolling until next season can #Celtics.
I hate you, Mazer, right? Celtics ain't winning, bro. They're not. If they go up against OKC, they're getting demolished. All right, let's just start there. All right. But you know what, bro? I'll handle the trolling, right? Because I'm a real man. I know what sports is about. I can handle defeat. Not everyone can. Not this everybody gets a trophy generation can handle the heat. I can handle the heat. You can tell I can handle the heat.
Sportsmanship.
Yes, exactly.
Exactly. But Beyond the Box said it best when she says that he is a mad genius, LOL. So Keemstar is going to keep being Keemstar. He's going to throw people in the mix. He's going to mix it up, and we're just going to be a trail mix of the LCU, and we don't know what you're going to get whenever you stick your hand in. So there's already some friction. First day, Zeta Ray and Savage. We're going to see what comes about these next 2 weeks. But I do see we have some more clips here. What do you want to get into next that Roxy can shine a little bit more light on?
Yeah, Roxy, you got a little bit of time?
Oh yeah. But let me say first, the whole thing how it happened with Zay is because literally Zeta and I were asking for like 3 hours for the key, stream key, for this, for that, and everybody was ignoring us. So Zay did come up, to help us. So she stood there the whole show behind the scenes. So at the end, Queens, we knew they were gonna talk shit and make fun of. Oh, I thought Zeta was the OBS queen, da da da. So I kind of winked at Zay and
Drama
like, we'll
alert,
get
super
together and
chatted
maybe we can,
$19.99.
team up against nerds.
Hold on.
Posted a cafe
Okay.
meme in main chat.
So listen, whenever there's
Forgot the middle
TTS,
finger.
I troll Zay and nerds, and I do the middle finger. Is that what we all know?
noticed that.
All right.
No, I know.
And I even did a poll in the chat. I said, "Do you care if we do the middle finger? Because we're not trying to flick off the supporters. We're trolling nerds." So that's
love
what I
it.
was doing. So that's all it was.
I love it. I thought you were giving me the finger. I got to remember
No.
that, though. It's for TTS. Okay.
I would just say, "Fuck you, Roxy. Fuck you, Roxy."
Yeah, right. Just right.
That's all I would do. And I see one buff
Yep.
we talking about. He's gonna talk about sports, bro. Talk about your fake ass WWE scripted shit. All right, you leave sports to me. I got sports. You talk about your WWE scripted shit. You're on the damn Queens talking about them. Yeah, you love Becky. You love how they do. You love all their shit. It's all scripted, bro. All that shit is. That's all I'm saying. You love scripted shit.
Let's
Talk about
go.
WWE, bro. Talk about them. Talk about them.
He came up. I was his best friend. Like, I was his biggest supporter. Then he came, just because people told him to, came and started dogging me out, calling me names, going against me for Becky. And then came in the other day, he's like, I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have done that. It's like, dude, stop. Just stop.
Yep.
Stop.
Listen. All right. I am the number one Becky hater now. That is my crown. It ain't going nowhere, damn it. It ain't going no fucking where. It's
I'm going to have
mine.
to fight you for that, Ken.
No, hell no. Hell no.
We're
Hell no.
fighting for that.
No, we're not.
Let's start
No, we're
training.
not. No, Milkers and Cafe have a truce. You trying to fight over who's the number one Becky hater, Roxy? Is that what you want to do? Me and you?
Okay, how about you get 60% and I'll get 40%.
All
We'll
right.
do that.
All right.
Number one and you
Okay,
be number
truce.
two.
I'll be
Becky
number
hater.
2. Fine. Yes. Okay,
All right.
great.
No, how about this? This is what we'll do. Hold on. We got a TTS.
Mesa 1123 super chatted $19.99. You are a Lakers fan, you don't know sports, Ken. #WeebNation.
Listen, Mazer, all right? I know you're a nerds guy. You donate nerds, blah, blah, blah. I know my sports. I am a Lakers fan. R.I.P. Kobe Bryant. He is my GOAT. That's why I got the belt made for Kobe Bryant. I never wanted LeBron. Never did, right? I've always been a LeBron hater, but I cheer for the Lakers. I don't cheer for players. I was happy when we got AD. Enough said. He's gone. Now we got Luka. Fuck everybody that hates us. Now,
What about Michael Jordan?
No. All right. So, this is...
I like this, Ken. Go
This is the meme that was put in main chat. Evidently, Sweet Tea looks like a Lego. So this is what we're doing. This is what we're talking about. They can see on my they can see on my OBS. I'll show it to you. I don't know how to show it to you. I think I got to like download it.
It's in the live on air chat. By the way, so how do you feel about that, Sweet Tea? Keemstar himself is comparing you to a Lego. Do you feel like this is going to be a crossover episode? Maybe you and Eric can do something?
Oh my god, I do look like a Lego. My hair is like a Lego right now. That's
Good job.
pretty accurate.
Good job.
I ain't gonna lie, that's a good job. Yeah. Maybe Eric doesn't need to buy any Legos after all.
Yeah, I know, right? That'd be hilarious.
Near-death experience and everything when I was 19.
All right.
I can come help him.
There it is. All right. So one more thing we're going to show is Lolcow Live when the Milkers got eviscerated in the beginning. Because, they didn't show that on Rewind. So let me remind you of what happened on Lolcow Live. So,
thank you.
No problem. So, dude, this was literally in the very beginning. Oh boy.
God.
Oh
Here we
boy.
go.
Oh boy. We're about to see whose fupa hangs the lowest, whose meat flap hangs the lowest. What's
Hey,
up, bro?
Ken.
Yeah.
I would like you to remind you I now own this show.
Okay.
I'd like to remind you that I have the keys to the kingdom.
Okay.
And I would expect you to speak respectfully, especially because I'm here to punish one of your workers.
What happened?
Sweet Tea, on your first day of the job, you came in 20 minutes late.
Ouch. Ooh.
I know.
How do you
I'm
think
so
that
sorry.
reflects on you?
I'm sure I look bad right now.
Oh, you look real bad. How about the fact that your audio didn't work because you didn't test it properly? That makes
Yes,
you
I
look
know.
even worse. How about the fact that
Well,
you left and didn't come back for a while? That makes you look even worse.
I was trying to fix it.
Yeah,
Wait.
something
Yeah,
you might
so
have been able to do. Some beans. You really
sup
don't want to start.
boogie,
You
sup lard
really.
ass. No. So
I
you
kicked
might be
Nightmare in the
part of
middle of
this
his stream
company.
last night. I'll kick you in the middle of yours. I promise
Yeah,
you.
because you accidentally hit a button and you kicked him from the
I'll
fucking
still do it right
server.
now.
Good
I'll still
job,
do it right
Lordy.
now. I'll do it to you right
So
now. I'll do it to you
real
right now.
quick. So this is her
So she's
first day.
muted.
She had some issues with her
Um,
equipment. It's a
so nobody can hear her. Sweet Tea,
I don't
I'm
want to make
issuing.
excuses either,
I'm
but I
issuing a
was
speeding ticket. I can't take money away from you because you have no money because you're an intern. So your
that's the
speeding
intern.
ticket is I expect you to be on the main show for a while tonight, and you are hereby sentenced to showing up on the 8-hour stream on Saturday. Clear your schedule.
Damn.
Tonight
Beans,
on
Beans,
your
you can
show
have
and then
your. Oh, she unmuted herself. Cool. I muted her again. I was just about to unmute her. I watched her unmute herself. Beans, please don't fuck with me. You will be the first person I fire. I assure you, you have no talent. So don't fuck around.
Sweet Tea, I'm gonna
Oh,
give you a word of
Jesus.
advice. If he tells you to show up, do not ask, can I do this? Can I do that? Because you will get more punished. Just do what he fucking says. Let his fupa fucking be tucked for the time he's the boss and just agree with them.
Good
strong,
girl,
I have
Roxy.
a hard
The
time
next
understanding things. I was just trying to make sure I
next time,
understood what I was supposed to do.
get it. Also, part of your speeding ticket is to call your internet service provider and get real internet. I'll see you tonight.
Okay, oh my god, he's
I don't want
fucking
to lose
neutral.
my
You know what?
$10 internet. That's the thing.
So I'm gonna tell you,
Um,
you have to if you want to make it the skips,
Yeah.
and you have to. There's just no ifs, ands, or buts. If you don't want to do that, then it's just not gonna work. It's just not.
I'm gonna call and see what I can do.
Okay.
to finish
Girl, be
today.
lucky. You got a whole setup handed to you. Okay, I have 2 PCs that are being overdone, and I'm in the middle of trying to buy another one on credit right now because we're so freaking broke. So be
I
happy.
didn't get a PC. This PC's a one I've had for a long time. That's
Well,
why
whatever you
I
got.
think it didn't turn on. Because I thought it had charged all night, and it needs to be plugged in for a good like 15 minutes before it
All right.
turns on.
Well, look, we got 7 minutes. We got to get through
Yeah,
this. We got
but
to
really
get through
quick,
this. Go
I
ahead.
do want to say the whole freaking redirect thing. Keem did apologize to Savage and I because guess whose fault that was? It was Michael's. Michael screwed it all up on us. So Keem did apologize. Of course, he won't admit it. He apologized to Savage and I for blaming us.
Hell yeah.
Surprise,
All right.
surprise, it's all
Yep.
Michael's fault. But real quick, Sweet Tea, what I need you to do, as a co-host, as a buddy, as a pal, don't call your internet. You're gonna go into live. You're gonna go into live with your sucky internet, and you're going to piss the fuck off a Boogie. That's what you're gonna
That would
do
be good.
because that brings the content, and you're going to be yourself, and you're going to talk his fucking ear off. Okay? He wants you there. You bring the sweet tea, and you're gonna make it 10 times sweeter. Okay, you're going to be
Damn.
concentrated tea for Boogie. You got it?
I
I got
fucking
it.
love that.
All right.
I'll do you proud.
Queen J with the
Yes,
550.
ma'am.
Thank you, Queen J. That is beautiful, guys. Make sure you thank
Love you,
Queen
Queen
J.
J.
That is awesome. All right, so since that was all figured out, we ain't got to go into that one, but we have 6 minutes. There is a link at the very bottom of the docket with a bunch of exclamation marks, and it has Sweet Tea on test. Sweet Tea, what happened on test before I play this? You got 1 minute to explain.
My son accidentally, I thought he was asleep when I started filming, and he got in back of me, and then I was like, and then he climbed on my lap and he kind of showed himself, and I was like, well, I've got my son, and I didn't think about it, and I was like, come, and he looked in the camera, so
All right. We won't play
I
that.
don't know if you want to say that.
We won't play that.
I'd rather not.
We're not. So just make sure.
That was the only time I was on test, and that was before I even got the like hired or anything.
No, I got
and
you.
like now I've been really concerned about it because I've seen people in the like VC talking about it and stuff.
He's
and like listing all the information they know about me, and it's weird.
Oh my goodness.
That is
That's
weird.
fucking disgusting.
That's
My God.
That's in the Discord.
Fuck,
Yeah,
man.
last
What's
night
wrong with these
was.
people? Jesus.
Yeah, make sure
And
you
I
let a blue
that
name
was
know.
another reason.
Let a blue name know because that's not cool. We don't do that.
So that clip was
Okay, I took
added
some
and with
screenshots.
exclamation points because that is something we did not know about you, sweetie. So how old are you?
I'm 28.
You're 28 and you
Wow.
have a child. And so far, not only are you putting in the work to be here and do this, but you're also a mother. And I thought that was pretty cool. That was something I didn't know about you. A lot of people see you very young. There's some people saying that you're 18 years old, some people putting you like early 20s. So
Yep.
in general, it seems like you're pretty badass right now. You're a mother, you're doing Lolcow, and also you're pissing off Boogie. So that is a 3W right there. W's
Facts.
in the chat for Sweetie.
That is awesome. So yeah, just we'll talk to you after the show about just things. Just be careful, and if you see any weird shit, we'll figure all that out. But anyways, we got 4 minutes left in the show.
I'm going to hop down, guys, but thank you for having me up to let me explain that.
Yes, ma'am. Enjoy the rest of your
All
day.
right, girl. Bye, guys.
Bye-bye. All right, so last thing we're going to show evidently is, actually, we only got 3 minutes. Let's not show any more clips. Guys, let me remind you of the rest of the day as the start of season 3, day 1. We got Test with Nightmare and whatever his name is. At 2, we have, who do we have? I forgot. Who the fuck's on at 2
At
o'clock?
2?
Who the fuck's on at 2 o'clock?
You mean, okay, so it's Nightmare and Tech Protect
At
at
12.
12
Yep.
coming in. Yep. We are not adjusted to this new
We're not
schedule.
at all. It's all good.
That's all that matters. That's all that matters. Our job is to,
The next one.
showcase the next show.
Yes.
So the next show is going to be Nightmare and Tech Protect. They're the new co-hosts for Test. And this is going to be very interesting. I'm so used to Grim and Nightmare. I'm used to their dynamic. I'm used to the very high energy. So let's see how Tech Protect can measure up to Nightmare when it comes to this new content.
Yes, and the chat corrected me, Madhouse, because Tech Protect goes to that next show. You're right, Madhouse. Then you got Milkers at 4 o'clock with Zeta Ray. You got Queens at 6 o'clock. Nobody watches it. You got Lolcow Live on at 8 o'clock. And then 10 o'clock, Lolcow Rewind. And then at midnight, you have Lolcow Aussie with Shockmouths and Grim, Mr. Handlebar himself. At 2 a.m., you have Nerds. Yes, and then the very last end of broadcast day is Tech Talk with CD-ROM and Glammy Lammy. So, I hope you all enjoy the new season. It's definitely going to be interesting. Before we close out the show, Beans, we have 2 minutes. Are you falling for this new nice girl Zay, or do you think it's all BS?
I'll always think it's BS, but that's just my opinion. Or maybe she's just nice to everybody except me. She just wants to hold a grudge against a Minecraft server. That's her business, not mine. I'm here to do my show, and that's it. Welcome to 2 a.m., Zay.
Damn right. So, all right, guys, we're going to go ahead and end this thing because we have 1 minute. The redirect is in, so we're not going to get a speeding ticket. Thank you all for coming out to day 1 of season 3. We'll see you tomorrow, 10 a.m. Sweet Tea will be here. It's going to be a great show. We're going to make it happen. Enjoy the rest of your day, everybody. Till next time.